Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be making a Texas sheet cake. Now I haven't made one of these in forever. Honestly, it's probably been over 15 years, probably more than that. I don't even think I've made one since Olivia's been born. I don't know. But I had to find my recipe because I totally forgot how to make it. These are so absolutely delicious. They are amazing. I used to make them all the time for, like, you know, when my friends would have like baby showers. They always wanted me to make these for them, and you know, all my friends are, damn, their babies are already grown. So that's how long it's been since I've made this, but it is absolutely amazing. What you're gonna need is some Hershey's cocoa and some flour and what is that?
Girl, I'm stirring my oatmeal.
I'm sorry, but she's here. I don't know what, sounds like she's sharpening a pencil. And you're gonna need some baking soda and some salt and butter and I forget everything. I'll tell you as we go, but this is absolutely amazing. Normally you make this in a jelly roll pan, but I don't have a jelly roll pan, so we're gonna wing it. I bought, let me show you. I bought 2 of these, and honestly, I probably should have bought about 4 of them because it makes a large, like, jelly roll pan full of heaven. But if this, I've got a little bit deeper baking sheet, so I may use that as well, which I probably will have to use that. Probably should have cut the recipe in half, but anyway, I didn't. So on one of them, I'm going to put some walnuts, and on the other one, I'm not, because, you know, I don't think my family like walnut nuts on them. Walnuts. You like walnuts on yours? Okay, well, Olivia likes walnuts on her. Breaking news. Olivia likes walnuts on hers. So, I don't think she's ever had this. Anyway, we're going to get started on this. I want to get it in the oven because it is Saturday, and we're going to cook out today. It is beautiful in the great state of Ohio, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm just doing some hamburgers and hot dogs and some brats, and I'm not doing the typical potato salad, you know, what's that other stuff called? Coleslaw or any of that. I'm just going to make some homemade macaroni and cheese. I'm going to do some green beans and potatoes and
Corn.
Yeah, what she said. My future daughter-in-law, Mariah, if you're watching, loves corn. I swear, I've never seen anybody like corn like that girl. But now I have to have corn in my freezer all the time. She comes over and it's like, hey, you want some corn? And she's like, yeah, I'll take some corn. But anyway, that's what we're making today. And I thought the Texas sheet cake would go perfect with it. So without further ado, let's get started. I have got a whopper of a mess going on here. Story of my life. Now, I want you to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. In this bowl here, I've got 2 cups of flour, just regular, you know, regular everyday run-of-the-mill flour, and then I've got 2 cups of sugar, and then I've got a teaspoon of, is it a teaspoon or a tablespoon? I've got a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. This is all that's going to go into this bowl. Now we're going to go to the stove and get started on the rest of the ingredients. Now, in my little pot here, look, I don't even know if I've wiped my stove off. I don't even care. I'm just like in a hurry. I told everybody 2 o'clock, and it is like 11:30, and I'm trying to get my stuff going. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, I'm sorry, my dogs, everybody is out and about, and they bark at anything and everything that goes by. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter for this recipe. It's, yeah, whatever. I don't want to hear it. It is so good, and it's worth 2 sticks of butter in this. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter. And then to that, you're going to add a cup of water. And then you're also going to add, my oven's ready. We're going to use 4 tablespoons of, oh, that's a 1/2 tablespoon. Okay, well, then we're going to have to use that 6 times or 8 times. 1, 2. I'm not leveling them off. 3, 4. You know what? We're going to use 3 tablespoons. I lied. 5, 6. So these are half tablespoons. So we're going to use that. Are you following me? I know. I'm kind of all over the place right now. But you're just going to combine this. Turn it on a medium-low just until the butter melts. And then just combine it. Stir it often. And then when the butter melts, you're going to boil this for about 30-45 seconds. And then you're going to turn it off. And you're going to push it to the back of the stove. Alright, my hot mixture is done. I've got it pushed to the back of the stove. So go ahead and combine your flour and your sugar and your salt and your baking soda. That's good enough because we're going to stir that some more. And then in this cup, measuring cup, I've got 2 eggs. Bye. See you later, girl. Olivia says bye. She's on her way to work. She's sad. This is 2 eggs. Be careful. This is 2 eggs and a half a cup of buttermilk. So we're just going to combine that. And if you want to know if you can skip the buttermilk and use regular milk, if that's all you have on hand, I think it would be fine. I've always used buttermilk, but you know, just go ahead and put a squirt of lemon juice or vinegar or something in there. You can make buttermilk at home. It's not as good as regular buttermilk, but it is what it is. So go ahead and add this to your flour mixture. Oh, guys, this is so good. I don't know if you've ever had it, but I'm telling you, you need to make it. I'm just going to combine that. Oh, look at that. It's going to be absolutely luscious. Love this stuff. To me, this Texas sheet cake reminds me of, honestly, a cross between a brownie and a chocolate cake. I swear. I slapped somebody real hard for a piece of it. And then next, you're just going to combine your buttermilk and your eggs. And guys, I think this is all. Get that incorporated right into the mixture. Super easy. I totally forgot how to make it. I don't know what made me think about it, but I was just thinking about it. Like I said, all my kids are coming over today, and I wanted to make a good dessert. I usually always try to have dessert when they're here. And I usually end up making my famous chocolate cake, but I didn't want that. But you know, I had to have some chocolate. Daddy must be home. The dogs are whining. Okay, once you get it well combined, we're just going to pour it into our pan. Look, I think I'm going to use this one. Thing looks like it's been through the ringer, but hey, you know what? That was my mama's, so we might have to use another one of the other pans because this is really a thin cake. I have to look and see where we're at with it. Let me look. You know what? I think we're going to be able to use this. I think this is going to work out. Now, this is going to go in, like I said, a preheated 350-degree oven for between 20 and 25 minutes, just until it's nice and done. And you can check the doneness by inserting a toothpick right into the middle of it. Okay, we literally have 4 minutes left on the cake, so we're going to go ahead and get started on making the icing. This icing is a warm icing that's going to go over the cake, which makes it even so much better. Let me move my green beans out of the way. We're using the same little pan that we used for to get our other mixture together. So what we're going to do is...
Who are you talking to?
I'm definitely not talking to him. Talking to my friends. Another stick of butter. Yes, I know it's a lot, but It is what it is. This is some good stuff, so don't be judging. We're going to melt this stick of butter over about medium-low. While we are patiently waiting for that butter to melt, we're going to just run our knife through these walnuts. Just to make them a little bit smaller. Now, these are totally optional, but I'm telling you what, don't skip it. Okay, this is melting nicely. So go ahead and incorporate your, that's 1 stick of butter. And you're also going to need 6 tablespoons of the cocoa. Go ahead and incorporate that in there. And then add 2 cups of the powdered sugar in there. And then just combine it. And again, make sure that you're mixing it really well because you really don't want any lumps in it. You can add your nuts. Combine that. And then add your milk. And this is 6 tablespoons of just regular milk. Whole milk, 2%, whatever you want to use. So after your cake is cooled for about 5 minutes or so, you just take your deliciousness and you pour it right over top. Lord have mercy. See, now I know why it's not a Jelly Roll pan, because I think I'm about to have a mess. That's all right. It'll work out, right? And you just spread that right over top of the cake. Look at that. Look how amazing that looks. Now, I'm going to set this off to the side somewhere and let it cool for a little bit. I'm going to show you how I make my canned green beans, because I'm making a side of green beans and potatoes to go with our little cookout today. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Alright, I'm using 3 cans today, and it really doesn't matter what brand you use because they're all green beans and we're going to flavor them, so. Well, I might have room for 3 cans. I'm going to put the liquid in there because you want this to cook in that. And then you're going to add 1 chicken bouillon cube. Just nestle that right down in the middle right there. And we're also going to add some bacon grease. I'm telling you what, you have to put bacon grease in your green beans. It's a must. A couple big tablespoons. And then we're also going to add some onion flakes. Onion flakes just gives it a wonderful flavor. And I ended up using about 2.5 cans of those green beans. Where is my onion salt? I'm using onion salt. I use onion salt instead of regular salt. It doesn't matter what I cook these for. Thanksgiving, Christmas, cookouts, whatever. They are always the first thing to go to be empty. And that's the truth. And then you just, whoa, got stuff jumping out of the pan there. I got these up on high just till they come to a boil, and then I'm going to put a lid on them. I'm going to let them cook low and slow, and before all my juice gets cooked into those green beans, I'm going to chop me up some little red potatoes. I'm going to put some little red potatoes in them. All right, these things have cooked probably about, I don't know, 30, 35, 40 minutes, somewhere around there. And I've got them on about medium. And I've left the lid on them so they would start getting nice and soft. And some of the juices would remain in there. Because if you take the lid off, the juices, you know, they evaporate. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my potatoes in. I might have cut too many. I don't want it being inundated with potatoes, but you know what I'm saying. Couple more. That's plenty. And once the potato starts getting nice and tender, I'm going to remove the lid from them and turn them up a little bit and let that liquid absorb into the green beans and potatoes. This, guys, is a wrap for me. It was absolutely amazing. I'm ready for a nap. I hope you enjoy both these recipes. I hope you make both these recipes. The cake was amazing. I love you so very much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Take care.